to revise what we discussed in the previous sessions. Then we have to go actually today a session. Okay. So now to do or to complete all different concepts we are using to pre-process the data. Okay, so before that one, first I have to revise what we're discussing till now. In the first session we have to discussing what is meant by data science. Okay, so later on in next two sessions we're discussing NumPy library. NumPy library. This NumPy library is mainly used for performing numerical operations on data. Okay, so in this we are discussing how to creating uh, array NumPy and what are the array NumPy and array NumPy array operations. Okay, and the same NumPy library we're discussing how to create a matrix and also the matrix operations. Okay, that is by using array operations and matrix operations, we are performing some of the operations like we are discussing add or subtraction or multiply, okay, etc. We're discussing. And also in the NumPy, we're also discussing linear algebra operations. Okay, uh, those are called as we're discussing how to performing the inverse and how to calculate the debt by using debt method. And we're discussing how to solving two linear equations by using the method called as solve method. Okay, so these are some of the concepts discussing in the NumPy library. Now, coming back to the next library is called as Pandas. Okay, so in Pandas library, we're discussing how to read data. Okay, uh, by the Pandas library. Please to read the data, we're using read underscore CSV for read the CSV file and read underscore Excel to read the Excel file and read underscore table read underscore CSV to read the text file. Okay, so that is we're discussing to read data. And one more thing is once we create different types of data frames. Okay, not data frames, different how we can maintain the data, that is called as a shallow copy of data and shallow copy and deep copy of data. We can discussing difference between shallow copy and deep copy. Okay, so once we are creating the pandas data frame. Okay, so we're discussing the attributes of the pandas data frame. Okay, and we're discussing some of the methods of pandas data frame. Okay, so till now we're discussing these. I'm discussing these concepts in my sessions. I think HOD madam cover some of the visualization techniques. Okay, uh, visual techniques. I think madam covered Matplotlib. Okay, so from the Matplotlib, how so she covers how to visualizing the data by using the matplot library. The madam covered I think this concept. Okay, so now till now from our complete course schedule we cover all these concepts. Okay, so now so in this class, in the last sessions, we're discussing what you mean by shallow copy and deep copy of data. The shallow copy of data is similar to call by reference in C, C++, and the deep copy is similar to the call by value. That means shallow copy means if you are changing any data in the duplicate copy, that is also reflected to the original copy. Okay, so in the deep copy of data, if you are updating any data in the duplicated data, that is not reflected to the original data, that is called as the deep copy. Okay, so it is some of the attributes that is called as to know the size, to know the index values, to the column values. Okay, that we are discussing some of the attributes of data frame. Okay, and also discussing some of the methods of data frame, that is called as info method. Okay, so the types that are different, and also discussing the data types in and that's also discussing in the last class. Okay, so what different data types we are using in the Panda, that is called as a numerical type of data and also called as categorical type of data. So numerical type of data is maybe some integer data or some float type of data. The categorical type of data may be similar, maybe categorical data and also called object type of data. And also we are discussing the difference between categorical and object, and we are discussing the difference between integer and float. Okay, so the next concept is the main next important concept is called as how to pre-process the data. Okay, so how to pre-process the data. Okay, so now before discussing to pre-processing data. Okay, so what we have covered in the last session means last session is if you go back in the last session, last class, uh, data types. Okay, uh, select underscore data types can be used to retrieve the data of the similar type of data frame, the unique. Okay, and we are using np and dot unique, this unique method to know what are different unique values we're having to the particular column in a data frame. For example, cars underscore data one of doors, that means in the doors column we are having the these are unique values 2, 3, 4, 5, and also the 5, 4, and 3. These are the numeric. These are called as some string type of data. Okay, that is discussed in the last class. Okay, so in today's session, the continue. We have to continue the next session, that is called as this. Okay, so these are the concepts we are covered in the last session. So in this session, what we have to discuss is how to import the data. Okay, the concise summary of data frame, categorical versus object data type. Okay, so how we can converting one object data type to another, one data type to another data type, creating the column, cleaning the column doors. That is called just like a pre-processing, getting count of missing values. So how many missing values we are having in data sets, that is also discussing in this lecture. Okay, so now in the first session, at the time of reading the data, okay, we are reading the mainly in the entire sessions we're discussing, we are discussing how to read Toyota.csv file. So in Toyota.csv file, we can also maintaining to read CSV file, we are using the read underscore CSV. Okay, so to index underscore column equals to 0, that is used to removing the first index column. Okay, so from that index value started. Okay, so comma, uh, for example, to identifying for example, to replacing the missing values with NaN, we are using the parameter called as Na underscore values. Na underscore values. Okay, so in general we're having the values are double question marks. Okay, and also triple dash also. Okay, so double quotes, double question marks, and 4 question marks. So Na underscore values. Okay, values equals to, okay, double question marks and 4 question marks. Okay, so let's again I have to discuss what's the meaning of these n underscore values. Okay, so if you understand these n underscore values, then we have to know that how to pre-process the data. For example, uh, let's take as one table. Okay, so now this is the first column, that is zoom. These are the second column. These are the third column. Okay, so here I have to maintaining, for example, I can maintaining the A's column. Here I can maintaining, that is zooming as some branch column, that is zoom. Okay, so here I can assuming, for example, A's branch, maybe for example inventing some gender. Okay, let's zoom. Okay, so now for example, this is the first record, let's zoom. So these are the second record, these are the some fourth record. Okay, let us zoom, we're having one more record. This is fifth record, let us zoom. Record like this. Okay, for example, in the first record we have value some a some 18. Okay, some branch, maybe some CSC, I can make it as some CS. Some gender, I can make it as some female. Okay, for example, this first record, okay, for is index 0 record. It's index second record. Okay, I'm not maintaining any age value for second record of age. I have to keep the question mark. Keep the question mark. Okay, the branch I have maintaining. For example, I have to maintaining some branches. For example, IT. Okay, so now for example, the gender I have to make again question mark. Let us zoom again the question mark. Here the question mark means the cells are not filled with but corresponding values. Okay, for example, coming back to the third record, that is zoom, I can pick it as I keep it as a blank. Okay, for example, this is I have to make it as some branch something ECE. Is some ECE. Okay, so here the gender is I have to in this I have to maintain in this record, let us zoom, I have to maintain the gender is 4 question marks. Maintaining 4 question marks. Okay, now come back to this third record. Okay, so again I have to maintaining this one with, for example, some age is some 20. Okay, again maybe some, this is for example CS. Okay, the gender is for example some male. Come back to fourth record. Okay, so I have to maintain age is for example some 19. Okay, maybe some, this is maybe again some CES. This is for example male. Okay, let's assume this is one pandas data frame. This is a pandas data frame. Now, you have to clearly understanding this data frame. Then we have to know how to apply, how to identify the missing values and how to replace the missing values. That is actual agenda of today lecture. Okay. Now the first record is fine, having the age, branch, and gender. The second record as actually the age is some, I'm expecting integer value, but it is having some question marks, 2 question marks. That means the gender we expect again third record, the age you have to maintaining the age is blank values and is a blank value. Okay, the branch is ECE. Here I can maintain gender is 4 question marks. So now in Python or in pandas library, if you're maintaining any blank cell, this is automatically filled by NaN in pandas library. It is not a number. If you're keep any cell as an empty, that empty cell is by default can be replaced by the NIN pandas library. You have to first remember, any blank cell in a data frame by default replaced by which one? NIN. Okay, this is replaced by NIN. Okay, so let's assume this is also for example, this is also for example blank. Sorry, this is also blank. Then what it can do? So how it can fill? So it is automatically filled by NAN. NAN. So the NAN means this is a missing value. Okay. Now apart from NAN, we're having some more missing values. Some more indirectly some more blank cells. That is called as two customer. This one and this one and this one. So now these are not by default replaced by the NIN in pandas library. So first we have to identify this type of missing values. So here we have the two question marks and three, you can here four question marks. Okay, so come back to our code. So now if I am writing the code like that, pd dot read underscore csv toyota underscore csv, it can create a data frame. Index column equal 0, it can replace index column equal 0. Okay, so na underscore values. Okay, if you are writing the statement like that, na underscore values of what are the different values we are having for the blank cells. Okay, so expected values, what are we having different values for the blank cells. Okay, so we have to identify those. Let's assume we are having the two question marks and four question marks. If you write a statement like that, then these, when we are having the two question marks and four question marks, these two question marks and four question marks is automatically replaced by the NAN. For example, if writing statement like that, if execute the statement, okay, so this can be replaced by which one? NAN. Replaced by NAN. This is replaced by NAN. This is replaced by NAN. So now in this replaced by NAN, these are replaced by NAN. So now in this entire data frame, so we are having some NAN cells, or what are the values of to each and every column in a data frame. Okay, so now in which cell we are having the NAN, so those are called the missing values. Those are called the missing values. So those are having the missing values. So now here our main agenda is how to fill those missing values, and how many missing values we are having in each and every column. Let's take as this A's column. It contains how many missing values? Two missing values. In this how many missing values? One missing value. This how missing values? 1, 2, contains two missing values. So now first we have to identify the how many missing values you are having in each and every column, and how many total missing values we are having in an entire data frame, and how to replace those missing values. That is the actual main agenda for in this today lecture. Okay, so I think everyone understanding this one. Kindly respond. Understanding or not? Can respond with yes or no. Yes sir. Okay, fine. Okay, so now okay. So okay, that is about the pandas data frame. So now come back to our lecture. Okay, so now likewise first we have to identifying the how we are maintaining the missing values. Maybe some question mark, double question marks, four question marks, maybe in data sets, maybe some another separators, maybe some double hash, maybe some four hash, like that. Okay, so now this is a concept summary of data frame. Concept summary of a data frame. So now here once observing, before replacing the special characters with NAN, before replacing the special characters NAN, let's take some KM column. It can having the 4036. 4036. That means in KM column we are not having NAN, but the KM column may be either having the double question marks or four question marks. That's why the total number of values for KM column is 1436. After replacing the special characters, the KM having the 1421 values only. That means the remaining values are here 1436 means including the special characters. Once if you are replacing the special characters with NaN, now we are having the only values for Km is 1421. That means the remaining values are which one? Missing values. Else are, for example, to go back to this example, if you take as before applying the n underscore value, the values of gender is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before applying n underscore value equal to double question marks or 4 question marks, the values of gender column is how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For example, after applying n underscore values equal double question marks or 4 question marks, the values of gender is returns 1, 2, 3 only. That means the remaining two are missing values. Remaining two are missing values. Okay, that is the meaning of this one. Okay, so that is called as cost underscore data dot info before applying the which one? Before applying the special character, before applying n underscore value. This is after applying n underscore values. Okay, so now converting variable data types. So if you want converting the values of one data type to the values of a particular column, one data type to another data type. Okay, so we are using the method called as type, or the method name is called as a type. Okay, so data frame dot as type of d type method is used to explicitly convert data types from one to another. That is data frame dot as type of d type. Okay, so the only one way to remember these methods is practice, practice, and practice. And okay, so if you're daily practice some of the methods, or if you daily revise these lectures or PPTs, then we have to easily remember the methods also. Okay, so data frame dot as type method can be used to converting one type to the another type. Okay, so now for example, cost underscore data met color equal to cost underscore data of met color as type of which one? Which one? Object data type. Okay, so for example, in the let's see in the last session we are also discussing what are the type of the different different variables. Let's see here. Okay, so in the previously the met color have which type? Float type. Have which type? Float type. Okay, so we're also discussing why we're having the met type is float type. Okay, let's see. Yes, the met color. Okay, so now the met color, if you can display unique values of met color, it is having 0.1, sorry, 0 point and 1 point and all the NaN values. The NR is avoided, so 0 point, 1 point, that is called as a floating values. Called as a float values. Okay, so the metrical have read as a float 64 since it is having the 0 point and 1 point. So now if you want converting this into some object type, if you want convert this into some object type, okay, so we are using as type of object. Okay, so as like also automatic. Okay, if you can see in the last lesson of discussing called automatic. Okay, the automatic having one of the zeros and ones. Okay, maybe it is different int 64. Int 64. If you want converting this int 64 data type into object type, again we are using the statement is like that. Statement is like that, as type of object type. As type of object type. Okay, so cost underscore data of which column I want to update equals to cost underscore data of automatic dot as type of object, that all automatically updated. Okay, as like now likewise as type method can be used to converting one type to the another type. Now n bytes is used to get the total bytes consumed by the elements of a columns. Okay, so n bytes, that is the n bytes parameter method can be used. How many bytes consumed by the elements of a columns? Okay, for example, if your type of an object data type, okay, n bytes, cars underscore data of fuel type dot n bytes. Let's assume, let's execute that one. Okay, for example, cars underscore data of fuel type. Just it is just like accessing elements by using arrays, similar to like that only in C and C++. Okay, okay, cause data of fuel type dot n bytes. Okay, just you have to run this one. The number of bytes occupied by this only single column is 14,488. The type is called as a object type. Clear? Now, if the fuel type of categorical data type, okay, but actually if you are trying to displaying, let's see what the type of this one. Let's see, you're discussing cars underscore data dot displaying info. Okay, let's see this one. So the fuel type, which type? If the fuel type is object type, okay, that means the size is 14,000, 11,488. Maybe the fuel type is having some diesel value and petrol, like this, some unique values it is having. Okay, let's see, for example, if you can try to what are the values we're having for the fuel type. Okay, I want displaying, for example, print underscore cars underscore print of cars underscore data. If you can see run, if you can see the fuel type is having diesel, petrol, some NaN. Okay, that means it is having only two values, or those two values, diesel and petrol. So now the last session we were discussing difference between categorical and object type. So the categorical data type is mainly used for if you're having the fixed length of fixed number of values. Let's take a short size. What are the values we're having? Maybe some small, medium, large, extra. We have four values. If you that is called as a category. At the time, it's better to maintaining the column as a categorical. If the column having the different values, not a fixed number of values. For example, name of a particular person, maybe have different names. At that time, we have to try to maintaining that column as a uh, object column. That column as a which one? Object column. Clear? So now, if you are converting, if you are converting that one as a categorical type, okay, as a categorical type, definitely the number of bytes may be decreasing. Bytes may be a decrease. For example, if you can see the fuel type, I have to convert as a categorical, then it can make it as a n bytes. Now, if you can see the number of bytes occupied by the 1460, it takes the 1460. Okay, so now this is one of the advantage. The categorical data type maybe takes a less space than compared to the object data type, and it's better to maintaining the particular column as a categorical if it is having the fixed number of values. Okay, so it not be good to maintaining a particular attribute as a category if it is having the more number of values. Okay, so you can clearly understanding this type of categorical. These are called as qualitative attributes, that is we're discussing in machine learning, and also called data mining subjects that we are having in our academic year. Okay, quantitative and qualitative. The qualitative may be some nominal, categorical. We are having different type of attributes. All those we are discussing the data mining machine learning. Okay, so but here we have to understand difference between the object data type and categorical attribute. Okay, so next coming to cleaning the column doors, cleaning the particular column. Okay, for example, let's see the number of values of a particular column. Unique values can be identified by the method called as unique. Okay, let's see. For example, if we can see the possible values of a, let's take as how to print, how to print. Okay, the unique method is having in a library called as unique of, okay, data, pass underscore data of taken as for the attribute name. The attribute name is door as doors. Okay, attribute name is of doors. Okay, have to run this one. So the unique values of the dose column is 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3. That means it is having to read the values. It may be same sound, but the data we have having in a some numeric data and also maybe some string type of data. It is 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe some numerical data, 5, 4, 3 or 4 string type of data. Okay, it's not good to maintain that is like that. So what we can do is we need to converting. We have to clean those type of values. And maybe we are converting maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 into in terms of the strings, or 5, 4, 3 maybe replace with some 2, 3, 4, 5. That is called a cleaning of data. It's also one of the technique of a pre-processing. Okay, before applying the method, for example, if you want applying the mean, but for example doors, okay, it's possible, it may not be possible. Why? Because the mean mainly applied for each one numerical data. Okay, but the doors column is having the both numerical data and also called as categorical data. It may not be possible to get the exact value of exact value or the mean of a particular doors column. So at that time we must need to applying some of the cleaning technique or pre-processing technique. Okay, so what we can do is we have to replacing 5 with number 5, 4 replaced with some numeric 4, and 3 can be replaced with numeric 3. Okay, that is called as cleaning. That is called as that. For that reason, for the purpose, we are using the method called as the method name is called as a replace or where method we are using. Okay, so it is used to replace method. Okay, so to replace method can be used, or where method also can be used. Okay, the where method is in NumPy library, whereas in replace we are using in a replace method that we are having in a pandas data frame. So pandas library. Okay, for example, so in the doors column we're having the three categorical values, maybe some 5, 4, 3. So 3 THRW replaced with some 3 in place equal to true. 4 is replaced with numeric value 4. 5 is replaced with some 5. Okay, so likewise you have to replacing 3, 4, 5. Okay, so after replacing that one, now if you can try to displaying, after that one we can try to converting the data type of the doors into which type, in data type. Why? Because previously the doors column is having the integer values and categorical values. Then we can try to identify the type of the doors column. It can display as object type. The type of doors is object type. Why? Because it is having the integer values and categorical value. The higher priority given for the categorical value, that's why it is taken as the object value. Once if you are converting 3, 4, 5 into numeric value, now the type is also converted into which one? Integer data type. That is called as, here we have to converting, first replacing 4, 3, 4, 5 into numeric values, then we can change the type of that data type. Okay, so that is one of the cleaning technique to replacing categorical values into some numerical values. Okay, the action is called as to detect the number of missing values. These are two important methods we are used mainly to identify missing values. That is called as two methods. Those are called as is null and is NA methods. Okay, is null and to detect the missing values. To detect missing values, maybe we are using the methods called as maybe use null method or is NA. a Boolean value or is null dot maximum how many NaN values can be contained in that particular column, the particular column. Okay, so for example, is NA cause underscore data of maybe some doors is NA dot sum is it can display the total number of missing values in a doors column or in a particular in any particular column. For example, given as cost underscore data dot is null dot sum. If given as like that, it can display the sum of the null values of the all the column names. Okay, that means price having the no missing values, age having 100 missing values, KM having 15 missing values, fuel type 100 missing values, HP 6 missing values, met color 150 missing values. Okay, this is one of the important statement we have to write before applying or before building a model. Why? Because before building a model, first you have to identify the what are the missing values we are having, then how to replacing those missing values. So first, to identify the number of missing values in each and every column, we are using is null dot sum or is NA dot sum. Okay, it's clear. So now that is the summary of this presentation. Next, we have to discussing till now we are discussing how to converting one type to the another type, and how to cleaning the categorical data type into some numerical type, and how to find out the number of missing values, how to find out the count, or how to find out the number of missing values in each and every column. So once if you are identifying the number of missing values in each and every column, then how to replacing those missing values. That is the main important aspect when we build a model. Okay, so to know for that we go for the next one is called as dealing with missing values. Dealing with missing values. Okay, so now and for missing values either by using which one is null or is NA method approach fill the missing values. Okay, so now this is common import OS, import pandas, CSTR for change directory. Okay, now cost underscore data, you have to read the data into cost underscore data. Now creating copies of original data. So now here why we are creating the original copy of data means here we are just practicing the we have to applying some of the techniques on cost underscore pivot underscore CSV. Okay, so I don't like to updating the cost underscore data. I want to do any only modifications in the duplicated data only. Okay, that's why I have to creating cost underscore data to equal to cost underscore data dot copy. If you're given as copy method like this, it is by default it can take as a deep copy. It is a deep copy. So deep copy means any modifications done in cost underscore data that is not affect which one cost underscore data. Okay. Then if any modifications or if any updations we are doing in cost underscore data 2 that is not reflected to the cost underscore data, that is called deep copy. Okay, so here I can try to modifying or I can updating the data on cost underscore data 2 only. I don't like to update in data into the cost underscore data. Okay, why? Because if you're updating this one, this can be affected to the actual data frame. That's why I don't like to update in the original data. Okay, so cost data 2. Okay, so now as we discussed in the previous presentation, to answer the missing values, we are using the two methods that is called as is null method or is NA method. Okay, so NaN stands for not a number. Let us say Boolean values as like cost underscore data 2 dot is NA dot sum. Okay, for example, if you can run this one, I have to maintaining now I have to try to changing the data in cost underscore data 2 equals to cost underscore data dot oh sorry on this one. Okay, now everything you have to do on the cost underscore data 2. Sorry. cars underscore data 2 dot is null or is null, both are same, is null dot and giving us some from this one, sorry, some method. So we are detecting the number of missing values in each and every column. A is 100, KM 15, fuel type 100, met color 150, like that. Okay, remaining are not having any missing values. So sometimes in some maybe some certification courses they may asking some object type questions like that. How we can count the number of missing values to each and every some in a particular column. They may be asking like that also. Okay, so like that. Okay, so now if you want find out the total missing values in the entire data frame, further subsetting the rows that have one or more missing values in the entire data column. Total, if you want to identify the total missing values in the entire data frame, where each and every row may contains one or more missing values. For example, taking as this example, it contains let's take as this one, no missing values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total is 5 missing values. Okay, so if you want identifying the total missing values in the entire data frame, so for that reason we are using same cost underscore data 2, cost underscore data 2 dot is null dot any of x equal to 1. X equal to 1 is which one? Row wise. Okay, so in a particular row, if you're having minimum one missing value, that can be countable. Okay, one or more missing values. Okay, likewise, if you can see cost underscore data having 1436 into 10 values, 1436 into okay, rows and columns missing. Okay, so this is the missing. The missing data frame contains 340 missing under NaN values, comma 10 columns. In total 10 columns, we're having the 340 NaN values. 340 records. 340 records. Out of 1436 records, we're having 340 records missing values. Okay. So this may be a record index numbers. Those are having some missing values. Okay, 247 index, 886 record, 581 record having the NaN, like that. 1236 having NaN, like that. Okay. Now the next important concept is how to replace those missing values. How to replace these missing values. Okay. So now let's take nice again come back to this slide. Is a which type? Integer type. Branch may be some object type. Age may be some, let's take some object type or some categorical type or object type. Okay, so now in age value 5 records for simplicity, if you're having some 10,000 records, so in 10,000 records, let's assume if you're having the for example 5,000 or some 7,000 records are missing values. So at that time it may not be good to having such huge number of missing values when we are building a model. So now what we can do is we can try to fill those missing values by using some techniques. Okay, or replacing those missing values some other values by using some techniques. Let's take the branch, categorical tag for a branch. Let's take some 10,000 records. Out of 10,000 records, 8,000 records do not fill with any branch. So it will not be good to analyzing the data frame, or it's not good to build a model such type of data frame. So then again we have to need some approach to fill those missing values. Okay, so we generally having two types of values each and every column, that may be a numerical value or some categorical value. So how to fill those missing values? Okay, so to fill those missing values, we are using to fill the missing values by mean, median in case of numerical variable. Okay, or fill the missing values with a class which have maximum count in case of categorical variable. So maximum count. Not only these two methods, I think we're having 6 to 7 approaches that we'll discuss in the data mine concept. Okay, maybe some deleting the entire row, maybe some replacing with some mean or median. By applying some of the classification techniques also, we replace the missing values. Some applying some regression techniques, we may replace the missing values. Okay, likewise we're having different techniques to replace the missing values, but for simplicity just you have to remember to replace the missing values we are using two approaches. To replace in numeric variable we are using the mean or median. To replace the categorical variable we are using the with the class which has the maximum count in case of categorical variable. That means which values are having the more in categorical, maybe replace missing value to that value, to that value. Okay, let's take this example. This one, yes, numeric, just replacing with mean of these three, 18 plus 20 plus 19 by 3. That value can be replaced with NaN. Okay, NaN. Let's take now some branch. CS, IT, ECE, CS. Visit having which class? CS. Maybe some, this can be replaced with some CS. Take as female, uh, male and male. Visit having the male. That's why these are replaced with some male. That is some of the approaches to fill the missing values. Okay, so how to fill those missing values. Okay, so now we have one method called as describe method. It can display the statistical description, or the central tendency, or the disparity, or the shape of the data set can be uh, described by the describe method. Okay, for example, cost underscore to dot describe is there, so it can describe as count of each and every value. Price count 1436, age count 1336 values ఉన్నాయి. There will be remaining values, there may be some missing values. KM 1421 records ఉన్నాయి. Remaining are total 1436 records. It is the count is 1421 are non-missing values, remaining are missing values. Mean. Okay, so the mean of all these price values, the age of all these, this is the mean of age values, mean of KM values, like standard deviation, minimum value 25 percentile. Okay, uh, we call as quartile antam. Okay, quarter one, quarter two and quarter three. Okay, so 25 percentage value, the 50% values, 75% values, and the maximum values. So these are some of the what we can call it as central tendency, or statistical disparity parameters. These are called as such type of parameters, central tendency or disparity parameters. We can call it as mean, standard deviation, minimum, q1, q2, q3, and also called as max. So by using those values, sometimes we may also replacing by using those parameters also. So now if you want to replace the age with mean, so first you have to calculate the mean of the age. So now the method is called as mean method. Okay, let's say as cost underscore data. Okay, so cost underscore data of which one? Is low, is small letter, cap letter. Is cap letter. Cost underscore data of is dot. I have to applying the mean method. Okay. How to print this one? Data 2. Okay, cost data 2 of age dot mean 55.67 to something. Okay, so now this mean value can be replaced with all the engine value. For that reason, we have a method called is fill method. So by is fill method, we have to fill the missing value by using some either some mean, median, or some another majority class of values. This is the mean. To fill the values, we're going to fill NA value. Okay, for example, cars underscore data 2 of AS fill NA, that means fill null values of which one? Cars underscore data 2 of AS by which method? Mean method, comma in place equal to, that means we have to replace that one with some mean value. Okay, so that means to fill a missing value, method called as fill NA method. So age is a numeric, that's why replace with some mean. Okay, that is fill NA method to fill the missing values, or either by median. Okay, for example, taken as HP is mean. Okay, let's take that's okay. For example, if you take some fuel type, it may also having some actually the fuel type having. So in place, just the parameter that can be used just to replace the true or false means it can completely removing the blank or NaN. After removing the NaN, we have to maintain some new value. We have to use in place parameter. We have to use in place parameter. Okay, so every time you have to use that in place equal to true. Okay, so the extension is called as fuel type. For example, the values of fuel type are, we have a method called as value underscore counts. This method to know uh, two different values in a particular column, we are using the unique method to, how many times each and every value is occurred. For example, fuel type, we're having three different values: petrol, diesel, CNG. So how many times each and every value is occurred for fuel type? For that, value underscore counts. Okay, that means the in the total records of fuel type is how many? It's taken as so 100 1336 records. Total 1436 minus 100 1336 records. So in 1336 records, petrol contains 1177 values, diesel contains 144 times, CNG contains 15 times. That means majority records contains by which value? Petrol value. That's why all the missing values replaced with petrol. All the missing values are replaced with petrol. For that reason, we are in the value underscore count. Okay, so cost underscore data to of fuel type dot value underscore count method, it can value underscore counts returns what is the count of each and column values. So fuel type is column. The values of fuel type are petrol, diesel, CNG. The petrol contains 1177. The diesel contains 144. The CNG contains 15. So out of all these, the majority contains 1177. That's why the missing values we can try to replace with petrol. So for that reason, we are using the value underscore count. Now, how to fill that one? How to fill that one? So now, first we have to, one thing is in which index value we are having the petrol. For that reason, for example, let's take as this is index 0, index 1, index 2. So index 0 is 1177 petrol, index 1 is diesel, index 2 is CNG. Value underscore count, it can displace the value with its count. It can again, the values are displayed based upon in non-decreasing order. That means automatically the index 0 contains highest value, highest count value can be contains in an index 0 value. Okay, that's why for the method is called as cost underscore data to of fuel type dot value underscore count. Till now, up to this one, we are getting the value the count of each and every value. Out of all those counts, the highest count is occurred at index 0. That's the index of 0. That is called as petrol. It's called as petrol. Now, this statement can be used to fill the missing values of which one? Fuel type. Which one? Fuel type. Same thing. Okay. So now cost underscore data 2 of fuel type dot fill an A. So then we have to place the entire statement here. So from here to from here, this is a missing value. Cost underscore data 2 of fuel type dot value underscore counts comma index of 0 comma in place equal to a slash means when we go for new line we are using slash. Okay, in Python there is also you can known. Okay, so now comma in place equal to true. Now fill and a, that means the fuel type is a column, fill and a to fill the missing values. So the missing values of fuel type is replaced with which one?
Hello.
Fuel type.
Sir. Hello.
S. That is ending of this session. Okay, so now for example, taking this example, this one, let's take as some yes, female one times. I can replace with some male, 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 male. So NAN, NAN, male, male, and F. So here these NAN contains 2 times, female contains 1 times, male contains 2 times. The majority contains male. That's why when we are given as value underscore counts, the output is given as male 2, sorry, male 2, again female 1. Now this is at index of 0, this is index of 1. So now when we are write, okay, values value underscore counts method dot index of 0, we are getting as male. Now that male is replaced with this fill NA method, NAN values. That is use of this index of 0 method. Okay. So this is ending of pandas library. Okay, so likewise we are doing 2 techniques for pre-processing the data. So still we're having so many techniques for pre-processing the data also to fill the missing values. Okay, so now I have to stop here today session. If you have any doubts, please ask. Then from the next class is one of the most important, how to build a model. Okay, that is most helpful to build a model. Analysis of our data. We know that classification, clustering, association, predictions. Okay, so by using those concepts, regression, by using those concepts, how to build a model, that can be we have to discuss in the next session. Okay, so still we have any doubts, please ask the doubts, then I have to end this session. మా నందిని ప్లీజ్ మ్యూట్ ఆన్ చేయండి ఒకసారి సౌండ్ని, స్పీకర్ ఆన్ చేయండి. సారీ చెప్పమ్మా నందిని, లాస్ట్ టాపిక్ ఏది చెప్పాలి? హలో,
లాస్ట్ లో చెప్పారు కదా సార్.
చెప్పమ్మా చెప్పమ్మా ఏది?
ఇన్ ప్లేస్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ట్రూ, అది ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేస్తామని చెప్పారు సార్?
So in place equal to true, automatic by default we are having NAN. Is having, so to replace that NAN, clear, with some value, either some mean or some majority class, base mean or some majority class. To replace that one, we have to use the parameter called as in place equal to true. That means for that reason we are using in place parameter.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
either by the mean or either by the, for example, index of 0, just you have to calculate the mean or majority class value. Once you identify that majority or majority column value or mean value, that value we need to replace. Okay, that
Sir.
value you have to keep in a particular NaN value. For that reason, we have to use in place equal to true.
Okay, sir.
When we are giving in place equal true, when we are having the NaN, those NaN replaced with either by mean or majority class.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Still any more doubts? Otherwise, I will close this session. Okay. So thank you. In the next session, we are discussing the important libraries called as SKLR library. That library mainly used for to build a models. The model may be a classification or clustering, associating different models can be built by using those models. Okay. So thank you.